tremendously important whenever we read any of the little stories of Jesus and of his people in the New Testament, that we understand the very strange social context. In particular, how the entire society was dominated by the rule of King Herod, and in particular, how physically, if you were to look at the land where Jesus lived, you would see the thousands of ordinary people living in huts of mud and stone. But then in contrast to those people, up on the mountaintops, particularly around Jerusalem, were the great, massive, impressive buildings which Herod had commissioned and built. We have spoken in the last few weeks about the temple which Herod built and how it was an absolutely magnificent architectural spectacle, 1,600 feet wide and 900 feet deep and 100 feet tall. And here it was looking down upon the poor and the oppressed people of Palestine. Just a little bit to the south of Jerusalem was Herod's own residence, the palace castle known as the Herodium. And again, it cast its massive shadow across the poor and frail people. And that's the social context within which the whole gospel around Jesus Christ unfolds. And that's why it's always such a powerful part of Christ's message that you cannot have a society where the rich lord it over the poor, or where the powerful have dominion over those who are weak. And whenever Jesus says, I have come to turn the world upside down, what he was saying was he wanted to show that the people who worked up in that great temple, or the powerful people who lived in the Herodium, had no right to set themselves above the peasants or the weak or the broken. In order to match the glory and magnificence of that temple just outside of the city of Jerusalem, you had to have a group of clergy who were just as beautiful as the temple. And once a year, at the time of the Passover, that was when all the powerful priests from throughout Palestine would gather in Jerusalem and would march in a parade across that bridge that Herod built across the Tyropaean Valley. And I have to tell you, it was a wonderfully magnificent sight. Imagine again those great pillars, 34 feet tall, the porch of the temple covered in gold, and then this great parade of priests and of the Sanhedrin marching in. And of course, the whole idea of architecture like that and a parade like that was to say to the people, this is where the power is. We have the authority of God. You can tell by the great architecture and by our great robes that we truly are the representation of God on earth. It was into that context that the child was born, in a rough stable, way down low in the shadow of that magnificence. And so Scripture says to us, the great power is not up in these places or in these people. The great power of the universe is with the weak and the humble and with the lowly. It's a strange thing that human beings need to build great edifices or dress up in beautiful garments in an attempt to assume the power of God or impress anyone. It's strange that we dress our clergy up in beautiful purple and gold and, well, present company excluded, we then think that they must be people of wisdom and power and authority. But you know, you can dress a monkey up in a golden robe and it doesn't mean anything. I just dress like this because I think it's what you'd expect. He must be right. Look how nicely he is dressed. I always like when Jerry Seinfeld makes fun of people that wear suits. And he says, whoever got the idea that wearing a suit gave you authority? Do you think people look at that guy and say, wow, his pants match his jacket, he must be right?